Hey guys, Bob here.
Hey there.
Greg has started the YouTube channel, so I'll put the link to your channel in this video. All right, guys. My first, I'll call it a semi-custom build. It's still the Eco Guts, but these are new frame. What's the frame again?
I think it's called the Cockroach.
The Cockroach. I want the Cockroach. And then new motors. And I'll put the link, not the links. I mean, I can put links if you want them, but I'll put what they are in the description so you know what they are. So this is made in flight. We're going to see what happens. We're, of course, at the mental hospital, probably where we belong. And I'm excited to see what happens with this. All right, here we go. This build reminds me of more like your Hummingbird. Like, I really feel like I could just go anywhere, like these turns are kind of ridiculous, actually. What I really like is when I'm low on the throttle, it's much smoother at the lower end as far as the throttle.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was close. Oh, the recovery is so much better. Holy shit. A little juicy. Greg, I'm sorry, man.
Oh, it's all right. I think it's getting better, actually.
What's it doing?
Yeah, I should put it in a box of rice or something.
Well, at least you got it off there.
Yeah, I mean, look at that.
Oh shit! Let me see. Okay, guys, I want to do a recap. I need to share more info about this stuff instead of just flying it. Obviously, some of you might want to be interested in that, but so I'm going to share my kind of thoughts after these initial flights with my little new kind of modified Eco here. I'll put below the parts I did with this thing. I'm not putting links or something trying to get you to, I'm not trying to get money or something. So, but I'll put them there just so you see what I use. But all I did, it's the Eco components here, the camera, the boards, but the rest is all changed out. So, I mean, I've been using these props. So these are some new props I put on there. These are my favorite props. I don't even remember the name of them, but it's the only ones I buy. I like these for the whoops, but I'll share that. I went with this, this frame. And I tell you, I'm going to talk more about the frame and why I think it made a difference. And then these motors, I got different motors on it as well. So here's what Greg and I are coming to the conclusion. That's all we're flying these whoops. We love it, right? But you know, he's got a bunch. But the one that we're impressed by the most, believe it or not, is this Hummingbird V3, which I've ordered one, and I've ordered the analog adapter, which is coming. We fly mostly outside. I mean, the winter comes, we'll fly indoors, but mostly we fly outdoors. And this mod here this new build kind of I did with the Eco, it's a little heavier than the original Eco. But what's crazy is I think what's a little heavier, everyone wants to be super light, right? Which I think is great if you're racing, I guess, or you're indoors. But outside, we're finding like the Humminbird V3 and like this build a little heavier actually flies better. This thing was like freaking butter tonight when we were flying it. When I was flying it, these motors, I mean, I don't know if they're better motors, but they seemed like it, especially on the low end of the throttle. With the original motors, the Happy model motors that were on the Eco, it felt like at the low end of the throttle, it wasn't as accurate, right? These, when I was on the low end of the stick, I felt like there was much more accuracy in the throttle control at the low end. And this thing tracked much better. And I think, again, because it's a little slightly heavier than the original Eco. And I don't know if it's the design of this frame. I think it's the Cockroach frame, but I'll put it below. The prop's a little farther down inside. So I don't know. All I know is it flew like a beast. And I cannot wait to fly that Humminbird V3 when it comes. 80-something bucks. It is analog, but I don't care because I'm not making movies here. It's just about flying. That thing tracks. You know, maybe not as much for like freestyle, but for ripping around, it's a little heavier. It's freaking like a tank. And the coolest thing, the LEDs on that thing, man, are awesome at night. So that's a wrap, guys. I'll try to start sharing some more info about some of the stuff I'm using for what it's worth. The new antenna was good. I think it was a little better. I think my positioning was kind of bad between the truck and some of those bushes, and so I don't think any antenna was going to help with that, but I think it was a little better. But yeah, stay tuned. I've got the analog adapter coming. I've got the Humminbird V3 coming as well. And so time to do some analog, baby. Here we go. Cheers, peace, guys. Thanks for subs, likes. Have an awesome, is it almost the weekend? No, we're awesome week. All right.